And we are live. This is the Capital Shrugged podcast. No more than 5 minutes to update you on current events and get you prepared for what's next. How do you survive socialism? How do you survive Zohran Mamdani? We're on the eve of the Israel Day Parade tomorrow in New York City. It starts early in the morning on Fifth Avenue. And here's the key to surviving socialism: don't be the boiling frog. The way to handle this is to start moving all of your operations and every aspect of your life outside the reach of socialist politicians who, once elected, will start seizing private property. They're going after your cars, they're going after your businesses, they're going after anything you own. This includes apartments, this definitely includes your bank accounts, your jewelry, your crypto. You think Bitcoin is safe? You need to move out of New York. You need to empty your safe deposit vault. This is how you survive socialism. You escape it. You don't stay in New York and wait for things to get worse. Whether you're a Gentile or a Jew, a Roman Catholic or a Presbyterian, makes no difference. The fact is, socialism comes after everybody. You survive socialism by escaping it. You don't argue facts with socialists, because the problem here is not facts. It's not economics. It's values. Your private property is not respected as your own. This is envy to infinity. You cannot argue facts with people who do not share the fundamental values that you share. There is no respect for your private property. There's no respect for you as an individual. It is simply adherence to the state. And by the state, it means this particular socialist elite that imagines that they will themselves never face these same consequences. This is how you survive socialism. New York City, unfortunately, you're going to go through a bad time. But the fact remains, New York City voters, which are a minority of the people you actually see in New York City, but the people who voted, 50.7% of those voters selected Zohran Mamdani. So take a good look the next time you're in New York City. Take a good look at your neighbors. If you're a New York City resident right now, look at your neighbors. They selected socialism. They don't respect your property. They don't care about all the years you spent working to build something. They don't care about you. This is a slow motion purge. And it's something called the Cooley effect, which is named for an early 20th century Boston politician who engaged in public policies while elected that deliberately drove out his political opposition, deliberately drove out people who had money, because the people who remained were his supporters and other people who couldn't fight back. This is what's happening. So look at the trend line here. Who benefits from these policies? It's the people who don't have anything and the people who can afford to be socialist because they're living off of trust funds. This is what New York currently has. The present is bad. It's going to get far worse. And you've got complicit politicians in Albany, from Governor Hochul on down through most of that state legislature. This, by the way, I'll caution you, New Jersey is the next domino to fall. So if you think you move to New Jersey and you're going to be safe, I would think again, the Delaney Hall protests are about getting out the vote for politicians who are competing to be the most far left, pro-immigrant, pro-open borders candidates in a primary that is in 3 days. In New York, there's also a primary for everyone running for Congress, as well as for all these state Senate and state assembly seats, and that's in about 3 weeks. So this is why you've got all these politicians, almost always on the Democratic end, who are talking about abolishing ICE and fighting Trump. It's all for competition. This is all a big get out the vote effort. No one at Delaney Hall really cares about the migrants. This is all theater for political activism to make sure that their favorite candidate wins, either in the New Jersey primary in a couple of days or the New York primary in a couple of weeks. That's the story here. I am Eric Dixon. Thank you for joining the Capital Shrugged Report.